today we got to play Tucana Builder. So this is a game where you're placing down tiles in a pattern to hopefully connect different locations. But before we get into it, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell because board games are amazing, and that's what we do here at Legends of Nirvana. Now, Randy, can you tell us a little bit more about this game?
This is a 2023 release. It is the sequel to the Roll and Write or Flip and Write or some type of write. We've got it. We haven't played it. Trails of Tucana. Board Game Geek rating on this is 6.7. Rank is 9,021. Now, Trails of Tucana had a Board Game Geek rating of 7.4 and rank of 703. So it's much more highly regarded by the board game group. 1 to 5 player game, 30 minutes in length, age 10 and up. Design is by Christian Amundsen Ostby and Eilif Svensson. Art is by Germund Bohn, Jan Musso, and Off Duty Ninja. Assuming that's a pseudonym and not really their name. Published by Aporta Games. Now, the MSRP on this is $40. The only place that has it in stock right now is Miniature Market, and it's $32 there.
Okay, all right, so let's talk about the quality of components. Now, we do have a lot of these. Like, it leads to a...
Yeah.
I mean,
well, it's up to a 5-player game.
Okay, so that's why. The tiles, they're pretty fine thickness on that front. There is the texture to them as well. The board is just, it's a thicker piece of board.
Well, but it has a texture on it as well.
It does.
But it is more like a play card stock.
Yes, and then you have the huts that are wooden and in the shape and the different colors. You have your scoring tokens, and your scoring board, again, is another piece of cardboard.
It's bowing, though, for some reason.
Yeah, really bad, actually. But it is textured. The cards are... You're going to use these cards a lot. There's a lot of shuffling involved.
Especially with the main deck.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like there's any linen finish on the actual cards themselves. Maybe I'm missing it.
Yeah, I don't think so.
And the thickness, I guess, is okay. I'm going to probably give this a 5.5.
Yeah, that's probably where I am. I like the textured board, but there's not much to it, really. This
is essentially Catan as far as Catan components.
It's closer to Carcassonne, but I agree. Now, the bag does not come with it. Normally, they expect you're going to shuffle the tiles and put them face down. I think it's more practical if you've got a bag to put them in to draw from there.
I would actually prefer it if I could have picked out a tile.
Well, you could do that. There's nothing to stop you. It says to put them in stack, but then you're just taking the top one off the stack. Whereas here you're drawing from a bag. At least it's an improvement in that front.
Oh, I just figured it'd be like a wild chase, like Galaxy Truckers. But you only get to take one.
No. It's off the top, or in this case, a bag we use.
All right. So that being said, so we're moving on to theme. So the theme is you're building trails on a island with deep forests. And you're trying to connect certain huts with certain wildlife, because that's where the guests like to hang out. I'm not really sure.
I'm not sure. People in the yellow huts like to look at pumas, and those red huts like to look at snakes. I don't get it.
Yeah, whatever. And blue monkeys.
Yep.
Or maybe that's what the hut is famous for saying. I don't know. And you get victory points based on that. The theme's not really heavy.
No, it's layered on.
It could be anything. But it is pretty, I guess. So I'm just going to give this a 5.5 too. I think it's prettier than Catan.
Yeah, I agree. Probably 5.5 is fair. I like the look of the board. The colors are appealing, although they have no blue, which makes me sad. Buildings, I guess you could call these blue, but you can't play as blue.
Yeah, but you can play as purple. So that is the most important part.
Mm-hmm.
So moving on to the rule book. How was that, Randy?
Well, the rule book is really short. It's 4 pages length. And the first page has all the contents, the count of them, pictures, so you can tell what's what, like that. The setup is kind of intermingled with the contents. So as you go through the contents, it tells you what to do with each one of them to set it up. Setup is a breeze in this. The longest thing is shuffling the tiles if you were to do that. playing the game, it takes no time at all because basically all you're doing is drafting a tile, flipping a card that tells you where to place it. So it's very simple to learn. And then the variant, which we went ahead and played with because it's the advanced game, but all it is two in game or two during game.
And we only got to play those once.
They're tough. They are tough.
Yeah.
So I personally think we just go ahead and throw them in. If you're a seasoned gamer, you don't have any problem just including them. This is a very entry level game. So I think the rulebook does a fine job. There's no confusion, and it's quick to get you into the game. I give it a 9. I mean, there's nothing to take off for it really, but it's not an entertaining read. So
okay, all right. So the game is, like I said, very entry level. So basically, you're going to flip over a card, which in this case is desert. You're going to take a tile out of the bag or off the top of a pile, whatever suits your fancy. Then I'm going to. I only have one desert left on my board.
This is the final setup. At the beginning of the game, you're just going to have the huts, which are arranged by a card telling you where to place them, and you're going to have 6 starter tiles, and you'll have a thing telling you exactly where to place those. So you and your opponents will all have the same exact configuration.
Right. So I'm going to place my token down. And
we would all play onto the desert.
Yes, everyone would draw a tile.
Yeah, we'd have different tiles, obviously.
And then you keep going until the deck ends. Then you're going to do a scoring round. Then you're going to shuffle the deck and do it again. And that's scoring is scoring each hut. So you're going to see what animals connect to it. If it's the same color and it's connected, but it can't go through another hut. So you count all the animals that are connected to it directly, and then any toucans are wild, so they connect to every hut. So that you add them up, that's what you get for that hut, and you keep going around till you score all the huts, and you do that twice during the game. Yep.
And then during game bonuses, if you're the first to get it, you get your points for that. Second, get second place on it.
Yeah. Overall, it's a cute little game.
Yeah.
I mean, I was fine with it. I suck at it, but and I'm sure it's just and part of it is tiles, what tiles you draw and things that came up. So there's a lot of luck in this, but it's okay, it's fine. It's a short little game. It's not like you built an empire and then the dice destroyed it all. Right?
Yeah.
No. So overall, I actually really enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. I thought it was cute. I'm gonna give it a 6.5. I liked it. It was fun.
That's probably right where I am, 6.5. I think it's a fun little game. It's very easy. I think it's one your family's going to enjoy.
Yeah, I do think so.
And I think, the people who have given it lower scores, I think it's because they're biased towards the Trails of Tucana being such a popular game that when they got it, it wasn't exactly that. Because I don't see anything wrong with this game. People are complaining about how it's a lot of luck and a lot of different things out there on the Board Game Geek forum. I personally don't see that as a problem. I mean, I enjoyed the tiles and the frustration of, I want to turn it this way, but you got lots of different options of places to play it. It's just optimizing where you're going to take advantage of what you got. And, I don't think it's completely, unbalanced because of the luck, because you're going to, luck is, each tile is a luck of a draw. So it's going to get better and worse each time. So I personally think it's a fine game. I don't think it's super exciting. It's not my favorite draw and write or roll and write, but it's a fine little entertaining game that's very quick to learn and quick to play.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining us. We had an absolute blast today. Hopefully you'll come hang out with us again. We'll catch you guys later.
Bye.